Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to use my Rimmel Fix and Perfect primer. This is a really cheap primer you can get at a drugstore, and it actually has a color correcting component to it because it is tinted, so I really like it. Next, I'm going to use my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. This is actually a new foundation that I recently purchased, and it is a little light for me right now because I am more tan than normal, so it actually requires a little bit more blending than it normally would. So I'm going to use my knockoff beauty blender, which I got this at Ulta for $5 as opposed to the real deal, but it works just fine. So I'm going to use that to make sure I get it completely blended into my skin. Next, I'm going to take a concealer brush or a foundation brush and what is left of the foundation, and I'm just going to put that in certain spots where I have a little bit more redness, or if I need to cover up a blemish, anything like that. Just have a little more concentrated application to certain areas. Now I'm going to use my Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer, also by NYX, and this is also a new purchase for me, and I actually do like it. It is a little bit creamier than other concealers that are drier, so it's a little bit more blendable, but it also has a tendency to crease, so you might want to be wary of that. And again, I'm going to take a foundation brush after I dot it on my face and blend that in. Next, I'm going to use my Starlooks translucent powder. We got this in the box, the Starlooks box, maybe 2 months ago. And I'm going to use a kabuki brush and just kind of buff that into my skin to make sure everything is blended and set. Okay, now I'm going to use my e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer. This is in my project pan, and my Starlooks brush that we also got recently, and I'm only going to use the bronzer portion. I don't like the blush in this, but I'm trying to just use it up. And I'm going to apply that in the hollows of my cheeks, kind of dark right now, but we'll blend it in a second. And I'm also going to apply it on the sides of my nose and at the very bottom of my chin. Next, I'm going to use this big fluffy e.l.f. blush brush and my NYX blush in Spice, and I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheek, so just above where I put that bronzer, and I'm going to bring that all the way back. Again, I apply it very heavy at first, but I'm going to blend it out in just a second. I take another blush brush. This one is from Bare Minerals, and of course my favorite product, Mary Lou-Manizer. I'm going to put that above where I put the blush, to where I have a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer, and I'm just going to blend all of that together in a circular motion. This also fades it and makes it look a lot less harsh than it did a second ago. Next, for eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer. I actually have a full-size version of this, but I'm using this sample up right now. You just blend that in and let it dry for a second. And then I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk as a base. And I'm just going to apply that on the lids of my eyes and then blend the top up with my finger so it's not a harsh half circle. Alright, next for eyeshadow, I'm going to use my brand new Crown Brush palette. I just got this, and I'm just going to use several of the colors in here and use those for my eye look today. Okay, I'm going to use this light gold color to go over my entire lid, and I'm going to go over it about twice to make sure that I build up that color. Next, I'm going to take a smaller eyeshadow brush and this darker rust-colored brown. I'm going to build that up in the outer corner of my eye and also in my crease. And I'm going to also make sure that the color is the intensity that I want. Next, I'm going to take this light color and just do one swipe underneath my brow bone as a highlight. So I'm going to take a longer blending brush and I'm just going to go in circular motions over all of that to blend it all together and make sure there aren't any harsh lines. Next, I'm going to take this Starlooks eyeliner in Obsidian. I just got this in my Ipsy bag this month, and it is a really pigmented liner, so I'm excited to use it. This is my first time using it. And of course, I'm just going to apply my eyeliner. I only apply eyeliner on my upper lash line just because I think I look kind of strange with it on the bottom. Okay, next is mascara, and I'm actually going to use my They're Real Benefit Mascara. I actually have a double set of this, and I'm trying to use up this little travel size one before I get to the full size version that came in the set that I bought from Ulta. And I'm just going to put a base layer of mascara on, give it a little bit of time to dry, and then I'm going to add another layer because I do like a lot of mascara since I don't normally wear false lashes. Okay, next I need to do my eyebrows, so I'm just going to take this basic brown pencil. I believe that this is a Covergirl pencil, and that is just in a plain chocolate brown color. It's a brown eye pencil, and I'm going to use really small strokes because that's going to resemble eyebrow hairs, and I'm going to fill in my eyebrows. I always have trouble with my right eyebrow because I had stitches there, and it's a little bit more difficult to fill in than my left one. Okay, after I'm done filling in my brows, I just kind of smudge it with my finger a little bit to make the lines not as harsh. I don't want to have a straight, solid line filling in my eyebrows, so I just kind of rub it with my finger to make it a little more natural. And now you can see me applying my second coat of mascara now that the first one has had a little time to dry. And on this coat, I'm making sure I turn my wand to separate any lashes that might be tending to stick together at the moment. Okay, last step for my kind of fall makeup look, I'm going to use this 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil by Urban Decay. This is in the color Naked, and I'm only going to use this lip pencil on my lips today. I'm not going to add a gloss or a lipstick. I'm going to actually fill in my entire lips with the pencil, and then of course you just want to take your finger and make sure you don't have anything outside the line of your lips. Okay, and that is it for makeup, so let's move on to hair. This is actually second day hair for me. I did not wash my hair last night because I try to give myself a break on the weekends from constantly washing. I just start off by brushing my hair, and after I get it really nice and brushed, I'm going to use a dry shampoo, and you can really use any dry shampoo that you want or that you like. Today I'm going to be using this dry shampoo by NYX Streets just because this is what I have on hand at the moment. You just spray that through your hair and work it through with your hands, and then we're ready to start styling. Okay, I'm going to use a flexible hold hairspray today, and it is called Suave Max Hold. And I really like this hairspray because it will hold the curl, but it doesn't make your hair hard or crunchy. So here is my hairspray. This is Hairspray 8. I think that kind of dictates how strong it's supposed to hold. And I am using my Conair YOUcurl curling wand. This is really not that expensive. I believe it was only about $40. I got mine at either Target or Walmart, and it is the only thing that will curl my hair in a way that it will stay all day. So when I start curling my hair, I'm just going to separate it into little pieces. This is more difficult when you have longer hair like I do. It actually takes about 13 to 15 minutes to do your hair this way. So if I have a morning where I'm in a rush, this is most definitely not what I'm going to do with my hair. Because normally straightening my hair only takes me about 5 minutes since it's already usually straight. So you are just going to take little sections. I always spray it twice with the hairspray, and then I wrap it around, hold it for a few seconds, and then you repeat that all over your head. Okay, so I cut forward a little bit so you can see what it looks like when I'm almost finished. I've made my way over to the other side of my head. Like I said, this does take about 15 minutes to do completely. When you're finished, just take your fingers and just kind of rub it through to make sure your curls aren't, you know, perfect. I don't like my curls perfect. I like them kind of messy. If there's any little sprig that you need to recurl, go ahead and do that until it looks the way that you like. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to take that same hairspray and just spray it a little bit more. And then finally, I use this Aussie Mega Hold hairspray, not necessarily because it holds it better, but I love the smell because it smells like grapes, and I just think it makes my hair smell amazing. So I spray that on at the end and kind of build up a little bit of volume, and then that is it for my hair. Okay, and last I put in one of these Remington head wraps. I recently got these in my Beauty Army box, and it's just a really cute leather headband. So I put that in just for a finishing touch. Okay, so here are some pictures of the final makeup look. I'm also going to do an outfit of the day with what I am wearing with this fall-inspired look, so make sure you check that out. I will link it down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!